El Diablo Show. El Diablo.
Welcome back to the El Diablo Show. My name's Elle Orlando. What's going on, boys and girls of consenting ages? Welcome back to the podcast. Women are listening. Women are listening on YouTube. They're watching. That's something. That's something. Okay, my Trump impression gets worse every week. What's up, guys? How are you doing? The Diddy verdict is being read right now. Wait, no, that's not true. They're deciding. But, you know, we'll see. He'll probably, you know, I don't know. He's probably going to get like a Wolf of Wall Street type of, you know, sentence where it's like 3 years in, or maybe it can't be nothing. That would be crazy if it was nothing. That would be like, well, I guess the law doesn't exist. Let's all do. Oh, well, he does have $1 billion. I do forget about that part. That's a big part. Oh, Jeff Bezos had his wedding. Everyone's pissed off about it. I don't really get. It's like, yeah, that's what billionaires do. Just like let them live their life. Everyone dressed horribly to that wedding. It was like all these celebrities, and everyone looked really. I mean, they looked good. Like their faces looked good, but their outfits were so bad. Man, I was just happy someone wasn't wearing one of those butt crack dresses. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where like a model will wear a dress that shows her butt crack. I don't like those. Whenever I see a butt crack dress, I'm just like, I'm thinking poop comes out of there. You know, I don't think it's sexy. Is a butt crack sexy to men? I don't know. I don't think so. Patty, you think a butt crack? If you saw a woman's butt crack, would you think it's sexy?
No, I want to see that later. I don't want it to be revealed like the first time I see her.
Yeah, you don't want to see a little bit, because a little bit of butt crack on anyone, you're thinking, shit. That's where the shit is. The shit machine. Anyways, I'm doing good. It's been a good week. Oh my God. I was at a computer. I was working on something all week. It was like a submission thing. I've never worked that hard my entire life. That was horrible. That was like, I was at a desk and a computer. Oh, I mean, feel bad for me. You know, there's all these people. I just want to say this. There's all these people, and I say this respectfully. They're asking me for money online. I can't, because they're like in Palestine, and you guys get it. And I can't stress enough. I don't have money to give you. Okay. Like I get it. I feel bad for you. I mean, you know, that's all I can do. Like I'm not a politician. I'm just a comedian. And the thing is, you see someone with like a bunch of followers, or even, I mean, 100 and something K followers isn't even that much anymore, but that doesn't mean people have money. If you will only know if I have money, if I'm doing brand deal after brand deal after brand deal after brand deal, then you could ask me for money and then I'll still say no. But I would, yeah, I'm sorry. But right now I don't have any money, like for nothing, for nobody. Nobody has money. It's a recession. It's a bad time to be begging for money. But I think there are organizations out there. It also might be a scam. I don't know. Yeah, this whole Israel-Palestine thing might be a whole scam. You never know. You never know with these people. No, just kidding. I fully believe that. But hey, ceasefire. What about that? How about them apples? Okay, this isn't a political. You shouldn't come here for politics. Okay, you're gonna get upset. It's 4th of July week, okay? So what a better time to disassociate, for America to disassociate than 4th of July. Yeah, it's when we all, you know, get drunk. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to Sacramento, baby. And whenever I say Sacramento, everyone's like, what? Pull it back, roll it back. Why are you excited? Because my best friend lives there. My best friend since college. Her name's Jamie. And she lives there, and she's rolling in it. She has an insurance job, and she's just like, she's flying me out there. It's gonna be a fun time, and I need to see my best friend. It's hard, I feel like people have this idea that like, oh, and if you're a comedian, like everyone's super fun to hang out with. Guess again, like it's actually horrible. Most people you do not like. You just have horrible interactions on a daily basis. Like the other night, there was a host who was like, oh, do you want me to bring you up as you're from Chicago? Do you want me to, for your credit, to be that you're from Chicago? And I was like, what? Why? He's like, oh, do you have a specific credit? And I'm like, well, do you want to say I lived in Tennessee for a little bit? Like, what kind of opening is that? Just say a normal thing. He's like, well, what's a normal way to bring up a comic? I'm like, you're a host? You don't know? Like, these are the interactions that destroy me inside. I'm like, what are you doing here? And another comic was like, do you want me to bring you up as super hot? Yeah, that's what I want as a stand-up comedian, for you to bring me up as super hot and nothing else. That will really set me up good. Thanks, bud. Literally jump off a bridge. And so I'm excited to see my best friend who just fucking loves me, and I love her back. I hated her when I first met her. She's the most beautiful person I've ever met. Hands down. And I'm not just saying that because I'm friends with her. Like, when I saw her, I hated her because she was so pretty. I'm like, this girl's definitely going to be a bitch. Like, she is racially ambiguous. She has black hair. She's naturally like olive skin, tan, all the time, bright green eyes, just like the world's most beautiful person of all time. And she's so nice and she's so sweet. And I walked up to her. I'm like, I know she's going to be a bitch. And she was like, oh my God, I love your hair. And I was like, yes, we're best friends, I don't know. I just thought it was so cool that she liked me, but she's so funny, dude. I don't even know. She had a, like a rough upbringing, which is probably what strained her out. And also her mom, who, I'm sorry, Jamie, I'm telling everyone your stuff, but her mom, she was really beautiful as a kid. Her mom told her like every time someone would be like, oh, your kid's so pretty, she'd be like, you're pretty, but it doesn't matter. And I think that's what made her personality fantastic. So shout out to Jamie's mom, because she's the best person. She's so funny. She could be a comedian, but she sells insurance and she makes, I don't know, 1 million times more money than me. She bought half of my ticket. She split it with me 50-50. I'm like, well, you could buy me a house, but I'm so grateful, this girl. So I'm excited to see her 4th of July. You'll probably I don't know if you guys will watch this until next week. It's going to be a good, fun day I think everyone just needs like a patriotic day, just a day to just like kick back and be like, you know what? We live in this country. Let's just chill for a sec, disassociate. I mean, America, we always disassociate, but especially on the 4th, it's a good day. You eat hot dogs. You go on a boat somewhere. I mean, this guy, my friend, did I already talk about this? Her boyfriend's family is like super rich, and his grandfather was like obsessed, as rich people do. They go to like Africa, like the crown, like they're always going to Africa. Rich people love Africa. They're like, I don't know what it is. They're like, they just want to like dominate everything. And or I don't know if it's a domination thing. They just want to experience, I don't know what it is with Africa. They're like, oh, maybe it's like so fun because it's so poor. And they're like, oh, this is so not me, but it's fun that I'm here. But anyway, so his grandfather, I don't know his grandfather, but I'm sure he's a great guy. He would always go to Africa, but then he got ALS. And so he brought Africa to him. So he bought all these... which rich people do. And I think that's sick. And a lot of people are like, that's bad. But I'm like, his animals, he has giraffes, he has zebras. I think he has a rhino. I think he is the last like rhino. I don't know. And they have space. It's not like a cow farm. He has like, I don't know, 1 million acres. These wild animals are basically living in first class Africa, if you think about it, because it's like they're not in the desert. They get fed all the time. They get water whenever they want. They're not in a zoo. They get way more space than a zoo. Are you kidding me? So I'm excited to meet these guys. Expect pictures if I'm allowed to post. Some people with exotic animals don't like posting because they don't want the animals to be taken away, which I understand, but we'll see, guys. Best friends are important. Summer is here. Everyone's talking about their like summer roster. What's going on with this? I can't do a roster. I don't know. The girls are like, I got my roster. One time, I met this girl, Michael B. Jordan was on her roster. I'm like, what? Cut the rest of the guys. Why do you need a roster? Like, it's him, just focus on him. But, yeah, I'm not good at rosters. Anytime I got a roster, I think it's because I'm not good at like project managing. I'm just not. I just pay attention to the one I like, and I think it's more of a sexual thing. Like if you need like a lot of sex, I think that's what the rosters, I imagine. I don't know. Cause I only, and then the attention, I imagine I kind of only want attention for like one person. I can't do like all these people unless they're like all really hot, which never happens. The guys who give me attention are like the men you wish you've never seen in your life. You're like, oh, I didn't know someone could look like that. Those are the guys who love me, respectfully. And hey, beggars can't be choosers. I like you guys too. So yeah, that's basically what else is going on this week. I got beef tallow. I think, yeah, I've been beef tallowing my face, you guys. I think that's the answer. What? No? Oh, it's like fixed my face. I used to buy like these creams and serums for like hundreds of dollars. And now I just use beef tallow and my skin is always moisturized. It's like the one I bought was like $50, but it's like instead of having all the skincare routine, you just buy this one little thing and you kill like 50 cows. But no, I do feel bad for the cows, but I'm like, we got to stop finding new ways to use cows. Like we got to stop, because the beef tallow I can't let go of. I could stop eating meat. I cannot let go of this beef tallow because it's like I don't break out anymore. My skin's never dry. It's beef tallow. If you want to, sponsor me, this is where you should do it. This is where you should do it. But the rest of my face, is not, I don't know. I mean, I did get a nose job, so you can't really, beef tallow won't fix that. I actually got 2 nose jobs. Yeah, I'm just a big Michael Jackson fan. I just one for business, one for pleasure. I had to get 2 nose jobs. You don't understand. And I don't show people pictures of me before because it's insulting. When I show a before picture of what my nose used to look like, people say, oh, wow, I see why you got the nose job. And it's just, it hurts, I'm like, it's like childhood all over again. Well, I got the first nose job and I don't care. And it's like all these people want to, and here's the thing. I don't think people should get plastic surgery, and it's always the people who have gotten the plastic surgery who are like, yeah, I don't get it. But because I do think it makes you, I think everyone's starting to look the same. I think there's something very special about unique faces. And I'm looking at people and I'm like, damn, I kind of wish. No, I'm glad I got my nose job, but I kind of wish I kept some of it. No, I had to get my second one. I had to, because what happened was, so the first nose job, I had a lot of issues. It was wide. It was bigger than most guys' dicks, basically. It was wide and it was tall. Okay. So it had a big hump and it was really wide. So the guy, he just took out the hump, which was like, all right. And he made it skinny, which was like, all right. But he kind of just made it looking like a penis because he didn't do anything. You got to do something with the tip. And then the second nose job was more of a tip tap nose job. And my mom hates when I tell people about my nose job. She's like, no one would ever know if you didn't tell them. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like I'm proud of it because it just means at one point I had $10,000. It's pretty impressive. Selling, I bought my nose jobs by selling knives for Cutco. Isn't that crazy? Cutco knives. That's supposed to be a pyramid scheme, and I actually made $10,000 from it. Is that insane? Yeah, I unpyramid did the scheme, and it was selling knives, and then I got a nose job where a guy just saw it was a very knife themed summer. But yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of different jobs. I used to be a gate guard. I was a busboy. I was a dishwasher. I used to work at a grocery store. I used to work at a grocery store with this guy who was like really, I might have said this before, but he was like really like, he didn't have Down syndrome, but something was up, you're like, you're not okay. And he would always say, I'm best friends with Chris Farley. I'm best friend. And we're like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You bag groceries, dude. You're not you think Chris Farley's best friend would be bagging groceries. But then one day he brings in this shoebox of pictures of him and Chris Farley at college together. I guess they were roommates. He said, I did all the same drugs that Chris did. And my brain got fucked from it. So that's a testament to Chris Farley's brain and how strong it was, because he made it through college, and then other stuff happened. But rest in peace, one of the greats. Where am I going with this? It's okay to work. It's okay to work an odd job. I'm a dog walker now. I walked dogs today. If that tells you how rich I am, I walked dogs, which at first I didn't like the dogs. I said, because they were giving me attitude. They were kind of like, who the fuck are you? But now we're kind of having a good time together. And I actually especially like this one dog, because this one dog loves men. So he goes up to men. He has to say hi to every guy. And so every time, so it's like a great way to meet guys. And it's like a 40-minute walk. So I'm always meeting guys, basically. And I'm like, I know he's handsome, but we gotta go. And all the guys, they like giggle. I'm like, you guys are so gay. But yeah, that's been my week. That's been my mind, I guess. Oh, I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's not nothing. Why is that platform so hard to grow on? Oh, I've been posting like every day for forever. The internet sucks now, dude. I miss the old internet. The old internet was AIM, it was Sims, it was MySpace, and that's it. And it was perfect because you weren't engaging too much with each other. You were kind of just doing your own thing. You kind of were like, this is my page. You weren't really like commenting, sharing. I think we're like, I mean, we're in the snowball effect of the internet, and we can't stop it, and we're just getting more consumed, more mind controlled every day from it. I mean, maybe if you're not in the entertainment business, but it seems like everyone's kind of a content creator at this point. It makes me feel so burnt out. I feel, oh my gosh, I'm like, everyone's writing jokes. I don't have a joke today. I don't have a joke today to write. I don't know. It's hard to write jokes. Oh my God. And I had the worst crowd the other day. It was totally their fault and not my fault at all. It was just, they I don't know. They didn't get any of my they didn't like any dark jokes. I don't understand people who don't understand dark comedy. And it's not that dark. And I am going to try to stop getting so dark with it. Because now I'm starting to feel like it's a bit of a cop out or something to, like, with every joke go dark, which is just like my natural instinct. But don't you understand that you're just, at a show, it's a silly idea. We're having fun, especially my Jeffrey Epstein joke. I have a joke about Jeffrey Epstein and just like, well, no, not Jeffrey Epstein, just the island and how they're going to make a resort out of the island, how disrespectful it is. And I just think, it's not worked out yet, so I don't really mind saying a part of it here. But what I think is funny is my idea that I want to blow up the island. I think that's respectful. And to blow up an island, that's a huge task. You can't just like atom bomb it, because then you're going to like hit other islands, And all I say is I think we should get a couple decoy twin towers, tell Al Qaeda, and then they'll be like, oh shit, we missed a spot. And there won't be any people in these. It will be ethical twin towers. No one's laughing in the booth. So it's not funny. I thought it was funny. Maybe there's, you guys, it's hard. Stand-up comedy is hard. No, it's not funny. Maybe I should do something else. Should I quit comedy? No, I can't. I'm too far in it. And this is the problem with comedy, is people get too far in it and they're like, I can't quit now. And so you have all these comedians that are so bad. Not all, but like, there's a lot of really bad comedians. I'm not saying I'm not one of them. But on that note, come out to my shows. No. They're okay. I'll fix the Jeffrey Epstein joke, I swear. But the other jokes are really funny. Come out to my shows. I'm doing shows in San Francisco, in Seattle, in Burbank, in San Diego, West Coast tour, where everyone thinks I'm from. I get a lot of insults that aren't insults, and people asking me if I'm from LA is one of them. Because it's just like saying in a polite way, oh, you're a cunt. Or people will be like, are you an only child? No, I have siblings that I hate, that I'm trying to destroy, so I can, like, how there's like in a bird's nest, there's like the strong one that tries to kill the other one, or tries to get all the food so that the other ones die. I don't actually want my siblings to die. They're great people. They're great people. Stay alive, siblings, stay alive. But not only sibling, a lot of people also expect me to be taller for some reason, which also feels like a trans thing. It feels like they're calling me trans or something. I thought you were much taller. No, I'm 5'4". I'm a little petite, little potato. Okay? I'm not 5'4". One time, I won't say the comic, but I was opening for a comic, the funniest thing. Oh, this is the funniest thing. And his social media person comes in, and respectfully, she was dressed, she couldn't have been dressed sluttier. Like, she looked hot. I mean, her boobs were huge and juicy, and I was like, damn, I wish I had those boobs. But like, it was like a V-neck bodysuit, but the bodysuit didn't stop under the boobs. It like kept on going, just like right above her pussy, and it was like, and it was skin tight and also skin colored, and so it kind of looked like she was naked. Hair done to the nines, makeup done to the nines, which I support. She looked great. She was also 6'4", and the comic was 6'4", and she walks in and she's like, okay, I'm going to be doing your social media and I'll be filming TikTok, blah, blah, blah. And the first words out of his mouth was, you're 6'4". And I was like, yeah, you're not supposed to mention it. You're just allowed. And she's like, yeah. And then she leaves. And then the comic was like, do you think that was a trans person? I'm like, yeah. There's not a lot of 6'4" women, genetically born women walking around these parts. I mean, the tallest girl, genetically born girl I've ever met was 6'3", and that was one time. You see them, that's a one time in a life type of thing. That's a Bigfoot type of thing. Seeing a natural woman that tall. Or they're all in the NBA. If a woman was that tall, she's typically in the NBA. Or she's a model, of course. But that was kind of a funny situation. I'm pro-trans. Happy Pride, guys. Why does it feel like Pride's not happening? I don't know. Pride's been a little quiet this year. If you invited me, I would have been more loud about it. But I've never experienced Pride. But I guess because I'm straight. I could be gay, though. You never know. I'm not. But I think in another life, maybe I feel like in a past life, I might have been a gay man. Which is why I am the way I am. Everything points to gay, but I think that's a lot of female comics though. It's not gay, it's just a masculine personality. I think I actually dug deep and I was like, why am I the way I am? It's because I wanted my dad to like me. So I just was like, I'm going to drink bourbon. I'm going to put on a t-shirt that says football. And I'm going to watch sports. And it didn't work, guys. It didn't work. Also on the plastic surgery thing, by the way, that when you get plastic surgery and you think, oh, this will fix everything, it also doesn't. Because there's no nose job for your soul, Because I'm still walking around thinking I'm ugly all the time. So just think about that. You're always going to think you're ugly, no matter how hot you are. I think. I don't know. Because I mean, you're always looking at other people. You're always thinking like, oh, I wish I had that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I always look at people with black hair and I'm like, oh, I wish I had black hair. Or I look at a Latina and I'm like, I wish I was Latina. Or like I wish I was everyone else but myself, basically. And that is what confidence is. That is how you have confidence, baby. I don't know why I wrote this down, but I wanted to tell you a story about the time that I ran the Disney Princess Marathon. I know. My family's from Florida, and my aunt wanted me to do it with her and my little cousin. And I was like, whatever. So I run this Disney Princess Marathon, and yeah, everyone's dressed up like characters and whatnot. But the funniest thing about this was that there was this truck that would pick up people who were walking slower than a 16-minute mile, because if they didn't walk faster than a 16-minute mile, they would have never finished. and the race could only go on for like 5 hours. Like they're like, we don't have all day. And if you're like, how fast is a 16-minute mile? If you're walking somewhere with an intention of like getting to your destination, that's faster than a 16-minute mile. If you're just hoping to get to the end of your day, that's faster than a 16-minute mile. It was funny though, because it was this like truck with like just the most giant people of all time, respectfully. But yeah, it sounds like I hate fat people, and I don't. I just don't. It sounds like I hate everyone. I don't. I just don't. What do you guys want to talk about? Wait, hold on. Do you like my sign? It's El Diablo. Patty made it. It's official. I need that sign during every podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I miss the old internet. I hate the new internet. I hate how it consumes me. It burns me out. And I'm thinking, what about for this podcast? I just repeat everything I just said during the before times. How long have I been doing this podcast for? 16 minutes? 30? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Everyone's like, how do you do a solo podcast? What do you talk about? I'm like, at first it was really easy because I had everything to talk about. And now when your brain's empty, what do you talk about? Everyone always wants to talk about dating. You know what's crazy though? The internet, so a thing that I don't like about the internet is that it like favors women. If I make TikToks or like anything about dating, it will do well. Like it wants women talking about dating. And it's like, it's weird that it's curating. It kind of forces you to you know what I'm saying? It's like controlling you in a way. It's saying, this is what I want a woman to be talking about is dating, and I'll reward you for it. I guess everybody has problems. I mean, my parents just got divorced. How about that? 30 years, called it quits. Just get divorced. I feel like our generation is better at that. Just getting divorced. If you think you want a divorce, just get divorced. You don't stay in relationships. Don't get married. Oh my God. Some of these couples who are just dating each other, you can tell in the first 15 minutes, you're like, just break up. You guys don't like each other. His eyes are sunken in. She is annoyed. This is not getting better. Oh my God. I know a couple they started dating in college and they moved to New York. Horrible couple. Like the worst, screaming at each other. Of course they're married now. Of course. I'm sure maybe they worked through their stuff. I'm like, and there's even these TikToks about like divorce therapy, or it's not divorce therapy, it's couples therapy. And I don't even know why. And it's very interesting to watch because like these couples have such strong like opinions against each other. And I'm surprised the answer isn't always like, yeah, just break up. Like that's the easy. I guess people are afraid to be alone. It's actually pretty nice. Because then you have no one telling you to do nothing. And you can just focus on yourself. Get a cat. All you need is a cat. Or a dog. I could never get a dog. Unless I have like a farm or a lot of land. I can't. I walk dogs. I'm like, I cannot imagine doing this like multiple times a day. My dog would hate me. And be like, can we go outside? I'm like, I'm actually more of an inside person. So we're not going to do that. Nobody wrote in for advice today, so we're not going to be doing advice. I guess my advice to you is to love your life and, be nice to people. And it's okay if you're fat. That's the podcast. Okay, bye.
El Diablo Show. El Diablo.